come in.
Thank you.
All right, I'm glad you can make it to our session this week. So, how did your week go since last time I saw you?
It was pretty good. I actually had a really good week.
Okay, that's great to hear. I'm glad you had a great week. So, what made it a great week for you?
Well, I talked to some of my old friends this week, and they weren't totally rude to me, and they didn't completely shut me down, so that actually made me feel really good.
That's really great to hear. I'm glad you were able to reach out to your old friends and they had a positive impact on you and you guys shared some good reactions with each other. So
Yeah.
hopefully that could improve a little bit more over time.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, so now we're going to get into the deep stuff.
Mhm.
So I'd like to ask you if there's any point in time this week that you found yourself using heroin.
Yeah, I did use this week, but only 3 times this week.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you felt the need to use heroin this week, but on the bright side, that is an improvement since the last time I talked to you, you used 4 times. So I'm glad that you're moving along and you're in Narcotics Anonymous program now. How's that going?
It's going really well. I didn't expect anyone my age to be there. I was really nervous that they would almost judge me for how young I was, but it's been going really well. I've built a really strong relationship with my sponsor, which is really good, and twice when I used this week I contacted my sponsor afterwards and we had a good conversation about it, and she isn't judgmental of me at all, and even though she's been clean for so long, she hasn't lectured me like my parents would about it, so it's really good.
Great, I'm glad Narcotics Anonymous is having a good impact on you and you feel comfortable there.
Yeah.
I know you were a little afraid before, but as you can see now, it's
Really
really good
worth
for
it.
you. And everyone's really kind to you and understands what you're going through, and I'm sure they're empathetic.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, I'd like to ask you a more serious question. I understand if it takes you a little bit to answer, if you don't feel like it's the right time to answer, if you're unsure about your answer.
Okay.
I was wondering, with your relationship with heroin, do you feel like you need heroin, or is your usage with it more of a want feeling to use?
I think if you'd asked me that a little bit ago, I definitely would have said just a want, because I didn't think that I had any sort of problem and I was almost denying how much I was using. But I think it's definitely become a need. I mean, there's the withdrawal symptoms that I feel like I may pass out and things like this if I don't use it, so that sounds like a need. And then my mom got sick again, and that's been really, really affecting me lately, and I don't know, it sucks because I'm on heroin and it feels like that's the only thing that helps. So, I don't know, I think it's both, I guess, but there's definitely that aspect that I need it, and I don't know that now is a good time to quit, I guess.
Okay, so it sounds like you identify with it both being a want and a need.
Yeah.
So for a need, you are feeling those withdrawal symptoms, and therefore you keep using to suppress those. And then a want, it sounds like you're going through sort of a rough time with your mom being sick. I'm really sorry to hear that. If you don't mind me asking, when did your mom sick? And what seems to be your mom's illness?
Well, she got sick when I was younger, and she was sick for a little bit. But she got sick again. She has breast cancer, and it came back, and it's been pretty bad. I don't know, just being at home kind of depresses me too in a way. Just seeing her like that, I don't know, it really sucks for me, I guess, kind of.
Okay, so it sounds like you're really having a hard time with your mom dealing with breast cancer again, and before when she had it, you were young, so you didn't really feel what you're feeling now. So it's kind of hard for you
Yeah.
to adjust to this new feeling that you're having. I'm really sorry about your mom's breast cancer. She sounds like a really strong woman. So, can you tell me a little bit more about the first time that you used heroin?
Well, the first time I used didn't really have anything to do with my mom. She wasn't sick then, but it definitely got bad when she got sick. I stopped using recreationally when she got sick and started using kind of all the time. I don't know, all the time is dramatic, but way more often than I used to. And it just, at the beginning, it definitely helped me distract myself. And when I got high, I didn't think about my mom dying, and I didn't think about how much I was hurting on the inside. But I guess now it hardly even helps. I feel like sometimes when I get high, I even think about it more. And I just can't stop. I wish, I don't know, there's something else I could do.
Okay, so it sounds like your heroin usage happened before your mom got sick, but
Yeah.
once she got sick, you started using more frequently to help you sort of suppress what you were feeling.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're a little bit afraid about what's going to happen with your mom because she's sick.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there a reason that you began the usage of heroin? Can you tell me a little bit about what might have been happening around that time that made you feel like you should use, or who you were with?
Like back when I started?
Yes.
There was just this kid in my calculus class. We sat next to each other, and I always knew that he was like not like a great kid, and I was kind of always in the like goody two shoes like friend group kind of, and I love those kids, but we just kind of started talking, and then we were like decided to like hang out and stuff, and that's just kind of what he did. And at first I did the whole, no, I'm good, I don't really want to use, and then I just kind of started, and it kind of like trickled down. And obviously now, like, because I'm so, I'm definitely not dependent on it, but because I'm so, like, I use so often, I wish that I'd never met him. But it wasn't, I wouldn't say there was anything really negative going on in my life at the time. I was just next to this kid in calculus class that, I guess, I don't know, I thought he was interesting because he was so different than me.
Okay, so it sounded like you were going through a little bit of question about your identity and who you were at the time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Actually, and one thing just led to another, and you used heroin for the first time.
Yeah.
And sounded like you got addicted to the feeling maybe of it, and now you use it to kind of hide what you're feeling because it's worked before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I really heard that your main usage of heroin now revolves around what is going on with your mom. So it sounds like you're really afraid. I understand if you're a little hesitant answering this question, but have you ever practiced religion before, or do you believe in any spiritual beings or anything as of now?
I don't know. My mom was always really religious and stuff, and my parents started raising me religious, but I think when she got sick, my dad kind of retreated from religion, and she's always like been really into it, but I don't know, it's hard for me to kind of get on board with the fact that there's like a God that's giving my mom cancer, making me do heroin, making my parents give me an ultimatum and possibly send me to jail. I don't know, it's hard for me to understand, I guess. So I definitely don't practice religion at all.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a little bit of conflicting views how there can be a God.
Yeah.
Sounds like you are familiar with Christianity.
Yeah, that's the one I know most about, I guess.
Okay, so you're a little bit confused how there could be a God that is supposed to be merciful and
Yeah.
kind to us and save us, yet you're facing a lot of hardships right now,
Yeah.
along with your family.
Yeah.
Your mother has breast cancer, and you were using heroin, and you're
Yeah.
a little bit confused how he's supposed to be good, yet there's bad things happening
Yeah.
to you still.
Yeah, that's always been a huge question for me, I guess, with that.
Okay, well, that's really understanding. A lot of people struggle with that conception
Yeah.
there. But I think religion, if you're open to it, could have something to offer you with the struggles that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people turn to it for healing and for coping. I'm not saying that if you start praying that your mother's breast cancer is going to go away, you're not
Yeah.
gonna like heroin anymore. But I really do think that it could offer you some healing and something to turn to when you're struggling
Yeah.
or in doubt about things that are going on in your life, and it may give you something to connect with
Yeah.
when you're feeling down.
Yeah.
So if you're open to that, I could definitely give you some resources about any churches that are in our area or some youth groups that might be a little more geared towards you. It's not, full on worshiping, just, people your age that you could connect with and, talk to about what you're going through.
I don't know, I think, I definitely could, and my mom goes to church and stuff, and I could kind of go with her, but I don't know, I feel like people talk, and if they see some drug addict walk in, they're going to be, like, all judgmental. I don't know that, I'm open to it. I think I'd almost be more afraid of going to a youth group than going to a Narcotics Anonymous group, which is kind of ironic.
Okay, so it sounds like you might be a little bit afraid to go to a youth group because you think people are going to have perceived misconceptions about
Yeah.
who you
Who
are.
I am, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I understand that. That might be something that we could work more with our time here. But again, if you're interested, I'd be happy to link you up with some resources on that. Can you tell me a little bit more about how your relationship with your mom has changed? First of all, since she's gotten sick, and second of all, since you began using again.
Well, I guess I'll start with the since I began using because that was first. It definitely hindered our relationship a decent amount. It really cut trust with my parents. They didn't trust me anymore. They always asked who I'm with now. They always had a lot of faith in me and who I was hanging out with and what I was doing. I always came home at curfew and stuff, and so it really hindered that. I kind of resented them in a way. And then my mom got sick, and it was hard because I was using, and I definitely love her so much, but that trust and those boundaries have definitely been broken between her and I. So it's kind of feels like when I want to talk to her just about everything, I feel afraid to because I don't want to burden her anymore, and I just think I've disappointed her, and now she's sick, and I don't know that anything can really be fixed at this point.
Okay, so I know we talked before about how you're dealing with some fear about your mom's illness, and it sounds like since your use began, your relationship with your parents has been hindered.
Yeah.
Because they don't trust you like they used to.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be safe to say that your take up with heroin, the frequency of your use resulted because you're kind of upset about the fact that your mom is sick and you don't know what to think? You're kind of caught in a situation where you can't really help her.
Yeah.
And your bond is broken, and it's just a little bit of awkwardness between your relationship with her. You want to be there for her, but you feel like she resents you
Yeah.
because of your lifestyle.
Yeah, I definitely think awkwardness is a good word to use there. I just feel like there's not much to talk to her about really because there's so much of my life that I kind of have to hide from her. Even though I know she knows that it's happening, there's just so much for our family to deal with that I think we don't need to talk about me or my issues, and so I don't really talk to them at all, I guess.
Okay, so it sounds like you feel like you're doing your parents a favor by not talking about some of the struggles that you're facing in your life because there's so much going on with your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's understandable. That's must be very hard for you, but I know you feel like you're doing the right thing for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you said that you didn't have a really over-involved relationship with your parents before, but do you think that it might help your relationship if you became a little bit more involved with your mom?
Yeah. I definitely think if I could get my relationship back with both of my parents by some miracle, I think a lot of things in my life would become better.
Okay, do you have any idea of what you'd be able to do with your mom or your family as a whole?
I mean, we used to always have Sunday lunch together, and I guess I could suggest that again. And my dad works a lot, so my mom has to go to her doctor's appointments and her chemo appointments alone. I don't know, I think one day I could ask if she wanted me to go with her and just sit with her even.
Okay, that's a great idea. So if you would be able to go to a couple of chemo appointments with your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'd be great for you guys. I think it would really show her that you care about what's going on with her and her health.
Yeah.
And I know chemo appointments can be pretty lengthy, so I think that you guys would be able to, whether it is sit in silence with each other or talk with one another during that time, I think it would be a positive interaction either way for you guys.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So we're almost out of time. For the next time, I would like you to do a little assignment in your journal and sort of remember some memories, positive ones that you and your family have had together, especially with your mom.
Okay.
And maybe think about ways that you could sort of recreate those and activities that you could do with your parents.
Okay. For sure.
Okay. Well, it was really nice seeing you again. I'm glad you're doing better, and I hope that next week will be a great week for you as well, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.